Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
You are watching 7 at 7, powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, the largest news team in Nevada.
A new Las Vegas experience puts you into the action-packed world of John Wick. Good Friday morning, and thank you so much for joining us on 7 at 7. I'm Cynthia Puga. Starting off with your top stories, Metro Police are asking the public to help identify the suspect who attacked an 8-year-old on an RTC bus on February 15th. Police say a woman started using profanity toward the 8-year-old on the bus because the child was looking at her and then punched the child in the face. Police say the child's mother and the woman then got into a fight before the woman exited the bus at Lake Mead and Lamb. She was last seen wearing a black sweatshirt, black pants, tan boots with white fur, and large hoop earrings. Police are urging anyone with information to call detectives at 702-828-4173 or contact Crime Stoppers. A CCSD elementary school teacher is arrested and faces 2 counts of lewdness with a child. According to the district, 33-year-old Manuel Ayala Tovar was arrested by CCSD police and booked into the Clark County Detention Center on Thursday. A statement said, quote, "The charges stem from an investigation that was initiated at Manuel J. Cortez Elementary School in November of 2024. Ayala Tovar has been a CCSD teacher since September of 2022. Hundreds of people gathered on Thursday in North Las Vegas to hear Senator Bernie Sanders and Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez talk about the state of the country and its future.
Tax the rich! Tax the rich! Tax the rich! Tax the rich!
Both Democratic lawmakers criticized recent actions from the Trump administration to cut government services, as well as a small group of billionaires, including Elon Musk. Ocasio-Cortez called on the crowd to build community, whether through volunteer groups or block associations.
Our power comes from remaining focused, together, and building a movement where there is a place for everyone.
Conservative and libertarian political advocacy group Americans for Prosperity criticized the rally, saying it was pushing progressive policies that Nevadans rejected in November. Moving on to your weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Mainly sunny skies for your Friday with clouds rolling in this afternoon. We'll be feeling chilly morning temperatures in the 50s going into the 60s by 11 a.m. with a high around 76 degrees. Mostly sunny skies for the next 3 days. We'll be feeling a warming trend as temperatures rise into the upper 70s for Saturday, low 80s on Sunday, and then jump into the high 80s on Monday, possibly hitting 90 degrees next week. In your business news, brought to you by G-Bank, your best banking experience ever. Nevada will actually be one of the least impacted states economically from potential tariffs, according to a new study from Trade Partnership Worldwide. However, costs will still likely rise across the board for goods and services, especially in our state's real estate market.
Most homes to be built in the United States have to get things from outside of the country. So if these tariffs do stick, and if Trump sticks to this tariff plan, it will most definitely impact Las Vegas's housing market and the national housing market as well, in basically the form of increased costs, which will then be passed off to the consumers.
According to the study, the state could see a 200% increase regarding import prices from potential tariffs related to the current market rates, which equates to $1.4 billion of increased costs for the state's economy, ranking Nevada 33rd in the country.
Now for your sports update, brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. The Lady Rebels moving on in the WBIT. I'm Dominic Lavoie with your sports update. UNLV beating Hawaii Thursday night 63-46 in round 1 of the Women's Basketball Invitational Tournament, a win that fuels a postseason culture for head coach Lindy LaRocque.
Regardless of the tournament or the location or who you're playing, you have to feel that and feel what it's like to continue to play when more and more teams aren't. And so we get to play another game. And how cool is that?
Now next up for UNLV, they host Florida on Sunday.
In your health news, brought to you by Centerville Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. An estimated 1 in 12 Americans have asthma, according to the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America. So does an asthma diagnosis mean living with it your entire life, or can asthma be cured? Asthma is a long-term condition where the airways in the lungs become inflamed. Health experts say people with asthma often experience symptoms including wheezing, shortness of breath, chest tightness, and coughing. Currently, there is no cure for asthma, which means if you have been diagnosed with it, you will have it your entire life. But health experts say regular checkups, getting all your vaccines, staying active, and knowing and avoiding your triggers can help control asthma attacks.
Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The first round of the NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament tips off today, and top-seeded UCLA is a 42.5-point favorite over Southern at the Westgate Superbook. The total is 121.5. South Carolina, the defending national champion, is a 43.5-point favorite over Tennessee Tech in its opener. The total is 139.5. In other action, Indiana is favored by 1.5 points over Utah, with the Utes plus 105 on the money line. The total is 137.5.
Vegas Nation brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. I'm Heidi Fang, and outside of the Raiders making the signing of former Dolphins running back Raheem Mostert official this week, the team continues to round out its defense. The club signed Patriots restricted free agent Christian Ellis to an offer sheet on Wednesday, just 2 days after bringing him to Las Vegas for a visit. The Patriots will have until Monday to match the offer. They gave Ellis a right of first refusal tender worth $3.26 million at the outset of free agency. The Raiders also announced they are re-signing defensive tackle Zach Carter and cornerback Darnay Holmes.
Let's move on to your lifestyle news. Looking to follow trends and not break the bank? Well, thrift stores can help with that. Whether you're looking for a new outfit, support a charity, or do some retail therapy, here's a couple of thrift stores in the Las Vegas Valley. Goodwill sells everything from clothing to household items at a fraction of the cost. It uses proceeds from its thrift stores to fund job training, employment placement, and other community-based programs for people facing employment challenges. The Giving Store, located in Henderson, is an upscale thrift store that has clothes, furniture, and all proceeds go to Safe House, which works towards ending domestic violence. For a full list of thrift stores in the Las Vegas Valley, you can visit lvrj.com. Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Trolley says live entertainment every week and at both locations. You can go to arizonatrolleys.com to see who's playing. Get ready to enter the world of John Wick with the John Wick Experience, now open at Area 15. LVRJ music reporter Jason Bracelin tells us what you can expect.
So if you're a fan of the John Wick cinematic experiences, this fully plunges you into that universe. It's 12 rooms. Experience lasts about an hour, and you get to do all kinds of action adventure, from solving puzzles to target practice, even ending in a bar that's themed after one of the cocktail places in the film. So it's a fully immersive experience taking you into the John Wick cinematic universe. And if you're a fan of the series, you know how it starts. Don't worry, no puppies are injured in this experience.
That's it for your morning news update. You can watch us weekdays on streaming platforms like Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and YouTube. Don't forget to join us tonight for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studios, sponsored by Knockvee Injury Law.